Alright, folks, we're almost there. I know it's a lot of exercises this week, but it's a lot of good stuff that hopefully you can work your way through in the class periods and whenever you got some free time. I hope that you can work your way through all of these because they're cool little practice problems that I think will get you in the habit of writing for loops, which is what we hopefully want you to get in the habit of doing here. So, question 13 here asks us to draw a sprite, make a program to draw a sprite where the number of legs is provided by the user. And a sprite is defined as a simple spider-shaped thing with end legs coming out of a center point, meaning that if I want to draw a four-legged sprite, it would start at a center point and then have a line going in this direction, this direction, this direction, this direction. So that is what we need to do. And it hopefully tell us that the angle between each leg is 360 divided by n degrees. And so we need to write a program to draw a sprite. Let's need to get number of legs from user, and then we need to draw a sprite in numbered legs. So what does that mean functionally that we need? So let's think about it in terms of the example. Well, if I wanted to draw a sprite with one leg, what would I need to do? I would need the turtle that I create to go forward by whatever distance I want him to do, and then he needs to come back to the center point, right? So let's get everything set up to do that. Quickly import the turtle module. Don't want to forget to do that. Create a window, a screen for ourselves by calling turtle.screen, and then create a turtle for ourselves by calling turtle.turtle. So get that screen, get that turtle, and then go ahead and get started with it. So we can get the number of legs from the user in just a minute. Let's start by trying to draw our one-legged sprite. So we're going to have the turtle go forward 100, let's call it 100 units, and then he needs to come backwards 100 units. So run that, and then we get a one-leg sprite. Well, what if we wanted a two-leg sprite, right? Well, then we need to get a for loop. So let me indent these two lines here. Just a quick tip if you haven't figured it out yet, highlighting multiple lines and hitting tab or shift tab will indent and unindent those lines for you respectively. You can also do it by just highlighting over a line here to indent and undent that line. Just a helpful tip if you're trying to indent or unindent multiple things at once. So we need to have him go forward and back. We need to make a for loop. So if we want him to do a two-legged, right, we would do for I in range 2, and we would have him go forward and back 2 times, but at the end of each back statement here, let's just do this. So if we don't have him turn at all, he just goes back and forth, back and forth. So he needs to turn, and they told us how far he needs. He needs to turn 360 divided by n degrees. So let's have him turn after he gets back to his start. 160 divided by n degrees, which in this case is 2. We'll save it, we'll run it. And there we go, a two-leg sprite. Well, let's see if we can get a three-leg sprite. Well, okay, there we go. Let's see, get real crazy with it. Let's do a 7-legged sprite. And I'm gonna increase Mikey's speed here for us just to make it a little bit quicker here. Save it, we'll run it. There we go, a 7-leg sprite. So we know that our for loop works. Let's get the number of legs from the user and use that number effectively. So we're going to call it numLegs equals int input how many legs does your sprite have? Question mark. So we have the right number of parentheses here. Don't want a syntax error. And then we need to draw it with numLegs, numbered legs. So for I in range, numLegs, go forward, go back, and turn to the right, 360 divided by the number of legs. Save it. Run it. We'll give them 5 legs. Beautiful. Sprite drawing turtle draws us turtle with, or a sprite rather, with 5 legs. Let's have him do let's something crazy. Let's 30 legs. What does that give us? So here we go. Our sprite drawing turtle here is really going to town now. We can give him a ridiculous number. What would be ridiculous? Well, we could do 360. Have him draw 1 leg for each angle that he turns, which will be almost, but not quite, a completely black circle. For completely black, we would need to turn him a little bit more than 360 degrees. You can see this is kind of this weird optical illusion patterning that's coming in from the spots where the turtle's going in. So as you can see, we hit the time limit, as because the book has a certain time limit on how long programs are allowed to. So unfortunately, we can't have them draw more than 36 without extending that time limit, and we haven't learned how to do that yet, so we're not going to worry about it. Instead, let's have him draw a more reasonable number of legs. Let's see if we can get him to 55. So there you go. There's our sprite drawing turtle. He's doing a fantastic job. Goes forward, goes back, turns, goes forward, goes back, turns, until he's drawn an appropriate